We just got back from after school activities, and like in any household, probably it's kind of crazy at this hour. Everyone's hungry and we're ready to eat. So I like to make some quick, healthy meals, and tonight we're going to make magnificent macaroni and cheese. First thing is I have the water boiling, and also I just set the oven to 350 degrees. And we're going to need a boiling water, a small saucepan, and some type of casserole dish. I like to use a iron skillet. I like the crispness of it. And then some ingredients we're going to need. We're going to need some canola oil or olive oil, non-fat milk, which will make the macaroni and cheese a little bit healthier, some salt, dry mustard, plain breadcrumbs, some flour, and at least a pound of pasta. Now I have a 13-ounce of whole wheat pasta, and then I'm going to add a little more semolina white pasta, and the whole wheat to make it a little healthier, and it will also make it colorful, and also cooking spray. And I always have a little variety of cups and spoons, measuring spoons. So let's get started with the meal. First I'm going to do is get the macaroni started. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is do 3 tablespoons of flour. And we're going to put it, what I do is I put it in a little glass jar to shake it up, and the milk and the flour. So 3 tablespoons. And one thing I like to do is, things don't have to be perfect. No perfect measuring. It's kind of ugly cooking. So 3 tablespoons of flour with 1.5 cups of milk. So let's do that. There we go, and the pasta is boiling at this moment. So let's see. So 1.5 cups, and this is non-fat milk, so it makes it a little healthier, a little less fat. Whoa. So this is kind of fun. So you have the flour, and you take the glass jar, and here we go. Let's see if we can do this. There we go. The flour milk mixture, you shake it really well, and that helps it so it doesn't lump. I mean, you could do it in the saucepan. Okay, here we go. So I have about a tablespoon of canola oil in there. I'm just going to pour the milk mixture in there and start heating it. Let's put it right there. And you want to spoon around to keep this going, to keep it from not lumping. And while you're doing that, you can be stirring the pasta. And I have about probably, you can do 16 ounces to, you know, probably 24 ounces. I probably have 24 ounces in there, a big mixture. It's looking good. I've got a minute left on that. So 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And what's great about cooking at home is it doesn't have to be a masterpiece every time. It doesn't need to be beautiful. It's just you're getting, I mean, it might look okay, but it doesn't need to be perfect. You don't need to measure perfectly, and that's what adds variety to the dinner. Okay, so the pasta is done, so we'll drain that. Okay, next we're going to put in 1/2 teaspoon of dry mustard. And this just gives it a little bit of flavor. And flavorings are always good to use. So hot pepper sauce, and just a few drops, enough to give it flavor. And again, this is great because it gives just a little zing without a lot of sodium. And it gives it a nice flavor. So this is heating up. And Looking good. There's a little bit of flour chunks in there, starting to heat up, which is good. Okay, and what we'll do is I got the pan ready. I sprayed it with cooking oil with a spray. It gives it a nice coating, and so you can use, you know, a casserole dish if you'd like, and yeah, so any kind of pan that you can layer the pasta, the cheese, and the sauce. And next time, and we're going to layer this. So let's pour some of this throughout. Let me get this. There we go. So let's pour that on over the pasta. A nice layer. This is just going to add some nice flavor, especially the Tabasco sauce. So about half the mixture, or a third. And then the cheese, a little bit of the cheese. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect, just, you know, I might be doing, let's see, 2 layers here. So I'll use half of everything right here. There we go. And I'm going to have a lot of pasta left over, so yeah, just make it a pound. And I love having things like pasta left over, and we also, when we cook chicken, we do a big, at least 4 pounds or more on the grill. So then we chop it up and freeze it, and then have it for recipes throughout the week. So anytime you can cook something in bulk and use it later, the more time you'll save throughout the week. And I'm all into time saving and money saving tips. So let's add this on here. It's looking good. And I like the mixtures of colors. I haven't done this before, but I do like the whole wheat and the semolina, and the sauce. And it's thickening up a lot, so I might have to stop and scrape the bowl here. And I'll come back with the layer of cheese. Okay, then there is the mixtures. Okay, the 2 layers. And now I'm going to put a 1/4 cup plain breadcrumbs on top. Breadcrumbs on. About a 1/4 cup, like I said. There we go. And then we'll sprinkle it over everything. Gives it a nice crisp topping. And the milk flour mixture, that thickening, what that does is when it mixes with the cheese, it makes it taste cheesier than it really is. So you're using less cheese, less fat, but giving it the same texture, which is great, which is a great way to save on calories and children to get calcium, and yourself. We're going to go ahead and put this in the oven at 350 for 25 minutes, and we'll see what comes out. Here we go. Okay, it's been 25 minutes. Looks good. There we go. So it's a lower fat macaroni and cheese. Magnificent macaroni and cheese. How do you like it?
Good.
How do you like it, sir?
Really good.